What is good, YouTube? It's your girl Bofina1 bringing you guys in another YouTube video. And today I just wanted to get on here and I guess pretty much just talk a little bit about some of the news that's came out, with Saitama. Currently we have Max, who is, with the development of the app, the Saitama app. He's going through the reviews, making sure everything is good. And we got a little bit of news from, Saitama Guru, who is the COO. He pretty much just stating that, Max is making sure that everything is good with the app, because the last thing they want is problems. And that was kind of a big thing that I talked about in my other video, that, yes, I understand people are impatient. People want the app to come out like today, but you have to understand that from a business standpoint, you want your application, whatever it is that you're rolling out, to be pretty close to no problems. Or if you do have problems, the problems are so minimal that I would say like the masses wouldn't maybe catch it, or it's not a big deal. So the last thing you want is this app to go live and people are in the middle of, trying to trade, let's say Impact or Lily Finance, and they can't do it. It doesn't go through. Like, people are not going to feel comfortable about putting, their tokens from, let's say, their Coinbase wallet or whatever other platform you've used to buy Saitama. People are not going to feel comfortable then transferring it over to that wallet. They just won't. And then that's going to make people sell. People are not going to feel, as an investor, people are not going to feel comfortable. So you have to think about it sometimes from the big picture, as well as from a business perspective. Like I said in my other video, it wouldn't make sense for them to necessarily release the app before the New Year's. I believe, and this is just me, speculation, not financial advice. I don't know what they're 100% going to do, but I think probably what they're going to do, they said they're going to have to give people like 48 hours to be able to kind of like play with the app, understand what's going on and whatnot. So I think that on New Year's Day, the app in a sense will be available for people to use it. And then Monday morning, it'll be 2 days or so, it will be live for people to actually trade on it. Then there was also another thing that Russ had talked about regarding like the what they call like hyper burn or super burn, whatever you want to call it. So for those of you who don't know, every time people buy and sell Saitama, a percentage of that goes is burned. Like it's out of the supply. It's out of the supply, the circulating supply. So over time, as the coin, more people buy, more people sell, and especially, when the wallet comes out and people are, are having to buy Saitama to be able to buy, let's say, Lily Finance coin or Impact, whatever the case is, that will create, a hyper burn, because you're going to have more people. Like you may think, okay, well, it's only, I think the last time I checked was like 294,000 people that hold it. But you have to remember, like, once Saitama comes out, you're going to have a lot more people that are going to be using that app. Like, think of it, for example, like this, like Uniswap. Okay, a lot of the pairs, you need Ethereum, or pretty much all of you need Ethereum in order to be able to buy X token or X coin, right? So you may not necessarily like own Ethereum like in your portfolio, but you have to buy it in order to be able to buy this token that you want. So it's going to be the same thing with Saitama. However, with Saitama, it's a burn. There's a burn mechanism that goes with it. So every time people are buying it and selling it, it's going to create burn. So it's going to, in a sense, shrink the circulating supply. And so if you have that type of volume pushing, like, millions of dollars, billions of dollars pushing for so many months straight of people just buying, selling, buying, selling, buying, selling, the price of that coin is going to go up. It's just how it goes. It may not happen in a month. I think people also are being a little unrealistic. It's not going to happen right away, but with having that burn mechanism will allow for the coin to rise in price quicker, just because of that buy and sell transaction that causes a burn. As well as there was also a tweet that Russ had put out regarding a NASDAQ interview that will be featured on like Fox Business News. So that's big, because the biggest thing is marketing. Like, you could have the best, like I said before in another video, you could have the best food, the best clothing line, the best everything, but if nobody knows about it, then what good is it? It doesn't matter. And so that's the biggest thing, is the marketing. So being on these like really big channels is going to help Saitama. It's going to help people find out about it. Russ, I don't know, obviously we won't see the interview until like end of January, early February of 2022. But the thing is, you got to think about that. the more publicity we get, the better, you know. And we combined all of those different channels that the interview would be on, you know, that might reach 500,000 people or more. And even let's just say like 50,000 or 100,000 people, you know, get into Saitama because of it. Still, that's big. And then now those 50 to 100,000 people are going to tell their friends, their family. They're going to, you know, start promoting it more. So it's a lot of it too is word of mouth as well. That's a big thing I think sometimes people forget. Like in the crypto space, it's only about 4% of the world is actually in it. So like, yes, 4% of the whole world is a lot, but like in terms of the grand scheme, not really. So you got to get people in. You got to let people know what you're doing. You got to show people, you know, you have to promote it, or else you're just out here like everybody else. So it's a big deal, y'all. Like I said, 2022, I believe, in my opinion, not financial advice, is going to be a big thing or a big deal for crypto as a whole, but especially Saitama. They are just doing something that, you know, we haven't really seen from other cryptos. We just haven't. We haven't really seen it. So I think they're setting the standard. They're setting the bar. And I believe, you know, people are going to be highly surprised. People are going to be very, very surprised at how well, you know, this company, this coin is going to do in 2022 and years to come. But let me know your guys' thoughts about this down below in the comment section. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll chat with you later. Peace, Fan Army.